This is what 125,000 stitches looks like in a supersized project. So far, and yet I'm hardly there. 125,000 stitches is a lot in my book. But yeah, look at this blank sheet, still to be filled in. On the positive side, I've had a lot of fun filling this in. And I expect that it will be the same for the rest. But I'm really, really proud of this. Really, really am. And that's why I wanted to show it to you right now in the beginning of this video. Because it would have been difficult to show it to you while I was sitting down and having to move the camera, etc. So now I will fold this off camera and let's carry on with the rest of the video and let's show you what I've been stitching on this month. See you in a mo. Hello, I'm Lil. Welcome to my channel. If you are a returning viewer, thank you ever so much for coming back and for your fidelity. I truly appreciate it. And if you are a new viewer, I hope that you will enjoy what I have to show you. I hope that everyone will enjoy what I have to show you. I'm here today to show you what I've stitched during the month of April. And it's been not a bad month at all for me. It's been a very, very busy month, and to be honest, when I counted the amount of stitches I did now just before doing this video, I was surprised. I expected less. So yeah, I'm happy with that figure, me personally. Even though I do in 1 month what many stitchers do in 1 week, but yeah, that's a different subject. So let's start with my 2 new starts. The first one you will have guessed because I was really enthusiastic about it in my last video, and it is Araminta from Paine Free Crafts, artist Gudrun Hall. Now, I've tried to look the artist up on internet. I don't know if Gudrun is a man or a woman. But I haven't found anything apart from the fact that I found coloring books by the artist. So, but yeah, so no idea if it's man, woman. But I love this artwork, and I mainly love the color palette in this one. The yellows are so bright, and some of them, you know, poof, it almost hurts your eyes, but I truly enjoy it. And this is my start in it. Which way is it? I believe it's this way. And I have done 1,045 stitches. Yeah. So far, it really does look like a picture. I mean, of course, it's a bit too early to say, but. And it's not as confetti as I thought it would be. It is a very, very pleasant stitch. I really enjoyed this. Yeah. So I feel I will pick this one up quite a few more times this year. So that was Araminta. The second one I've started in April is Appointment with the Maker, from Alchemy Gothic, I think that's how you pronounce it, Alchemy Gothic, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And this is a biggie, not as big as I said in my last video. I lied, I said it had over 600,000, and that's not true, but we are close to it though. It has got 589,550 stitches altogether, so it remains big. And I did start, as I said I would do, in the man here. but because this picture is it's an atmosphere, you know. I mean, if you only stitch that, you know, it will mean nothing. It's the whole thing which counts in this one. And I mean, and it's weird for me to stitch like that, a blob in the middle. I'm not used to it because I normally start in a corner. So hopefully I will trust my counting and I will go all the way up now. And then according to when I pick it up, I don't know, I will sometimes stitch there, sometimes there, and if I go all along, or I could go there, I'll see. But at least I'm pleased I have started there though, even though it's weird for me, because this will give me the choice to go in whatever direction I fancy and complete the atmospheric look. Yeah, but I haven't done a big start in him. 769 stitches, and so I've started with the hat, and then I did a few stitches there on the side. Yeah, small start, but a start is a start. Yeah. Yeah, I'm quite looking forward to see a lot more of it completed. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun as well. I suspect it may perhaps not look confetti, but I don't know, I have a feeling it might be. We'll see. So that was appointment with the maker. I had that chart for a long time, you know, in my wish list to start. And so I'm really glad that I finally did. Next up is Saga from Languedoc Sampler. I think you're all familiar with this chart. I'm not very far into it. I've done the 2 arches here at the top, and I'm in the 3rd one here. And I forgot to mention that the other 2 stars are on 25 count, 1/1. Just as Saga is. That's also on 25 count, but it's on pink fabric. And this is where I am at with Saga, and I didn't stitch that much on it either. I only did 455 stitches, and I did this quite early in April. I think I worked more in the arch there. I think I did a bit here, I forgot now, and a bit of, well, a bit everywhere in that arch. Yeah. I haven't got my threads with me to tell you what threads I'm using, but it's only 2. The arches is, I forgot. But that's what it looks like. 3799 for the, yeah, I think it's 3799. And the red is the same, and I can't pronounce that word, you know, variegated. The same as the yellow one I use for ink circle, the ink circle one, but instead of the yellow, it's the red one. Yeah, it's in that same color thing. So that's Saga. Next one up, you've seen it at the beginning with my 125,000 stitches I am so proud of, and that is Floatilla. Hang on, the cat wants to. Okay, good. That's Floatilla. Artwork by Ciro Marchetti, and it's charted by Heaven and Earth Design. Max colors, max size. So I won't show you the whole project, of course, because I've done that a few moments ago. But I did fold it at the right spot, which is here, and I've worked in the rock, the side rock, and I've worked on the water cascade here. You see, I've done this bit, mainly this bit. Yeah, I've done about that. And I think around here is halfway halfway through the design. Yeah. And to reach 125,000 this month, I did 3,946 stitches. And to be honest, I would have gladly carried on, but I wanted to stop at 125,000 because it's such a milestone, and I wanted to take a moment to reflect on it and to enjoy the moment. Yeah. So that's Floatilla. Next one up is my focus kit, which is Heart of Africa by Golden Fleece. This is on 18 count, and I stitch whatever is required. I use all the kit material. The sky is done half stitches, whereas the elephants are full crosses, and there are a lot of blends in it. It's mainly blends. But I truly enjoy working on this one. And this is where I am at now. And I've just carried on working here in the trunk. I filled in a few white spots there. And I did 427 stitches in this month. I would have liked a bit more, but progress is progress. So altogether it has got 6,064 stitches. And for Saga, I forgot, it's got 4,513 stitches altogether. Yeah, so this one is at 10.10%. So it's got roughly 60,000 and a bit, 60,030 stitches altogether. I am hoping to finish this end of next year, but I've still got some way to go, so I'm not sure I'll manage, but I'll do my best. Next one is another kit I worked on, Dimensions, Chickadees and Lilacs. Because the weather is nice, we've got blue sky, spring is here, the blackbirds are nesting here in our gardens, and it's lovely, I love it. So yeah, made me want to work on this. And I will try and show it to you the right way up this time, because in my whip parade, my very first video, I realized afterwards it was upside down. Not that it matters that much, because you can't see much. And I didn't do much with this one, and I'll tell you why. Here it is. And if you see hanging frets, you see, it's because as I was working my way, am I the right way up here? Yeah, it's the right way up. I was working my way around here with this, when I realized that something didn't quite add up. I made a mistake. It is one stitch is here out of place, and from there I worked all my, I worked all there. I know I did this bit here, I did in this session. I think that was already there. And that bit here is the other bird in the project. And I could fudge it, but I'm not good at fudging. So I'm gonna have to, you see I started already and then I got interrupted. I started to frog. I hope that I can reuse the thread afterwards, because I'm not sure how much spare thread there is with this kit. So I will try and do my best to reuse it. So I did 182 stitches in this one, which is all going to be frogged next time. But I will work on it again now soon in May. I want to correct this mistake quite quickly, because otherwise it will be put away and it will be ignored, and I don't want that to happen. So you'll see this again next month, and I will frog this and redo it, and let's see how far I can get with this one. So that was Chickadees and Lilacs. And then last but not least is Heaven and Earth design. I try and work on it at least every other 2 months, so it was due, and that is Scarlet. I also wanted to work on my city portal project, but I didn't have the time. So, but at least as long as I work on one of the two, I'm happy, because they are my 2 secondary projects. So yeah, I love working on Scarlet. Now, if you don't like block stitching, you will not like this project, because there is a lot of black and it's all very, very blocky. I mean, how many stitches are there in this one? 252,900 stitches, and over half of it is black and really blocky. But when you're tired, it's absolutely wonderful, and that's why I love it. And then in the reds, you could think it's only one red, but it's got loads of different reds. But yeah, so this is where I am at so far. And I've mainly worked here and a tiny bit here, but mainly here. Yeah, but as you can see all that is black. And I wanted to say also in my whip parade, I realized I never finished my train of thought on that one. In the beginning, I wanted to, I don't know if you can see it very well, but there is a line, you know, there is a block here. And I wanted to go to do that block and then work my way down. But I'm doing this on a pink fabric, which isn't gridded. And all this here is black. And I did not want, you know, if I miscount and then I bring it down, it's catastrophe, you know. So that's why I decided to have a bit more reference points, you know, so that I can see better. That way I'm sure that I'm not miscounting. Because say, you know, I'll only do 1 stitch less, and then the border won't be the same each side, and I suppose then, say if I do 1 less there, I can always, I suppose, I could fudge it afterwards, but I don't want to do that. I'm not sure I'm a good fudger. I prefer it to be correct, let's put it this way. And it doesn't matter in the end how we work it, as long as it's done. Yeah, so I really enjoy this project. And I did 943 stitches into it during April. And that is a grand total now of 11,051 stitches. And I'm at 4.37%. So, yeah, a long way to go. And this is it, folks. This is all I have to show you. Short and sweet one, I guess. So what are my plans for next month? Well, next month you can be sure I will work on Floatilla. I will now move my Q-snap. Well, it's already out, so I'm not moving it. I will put my Q-snap on the sky bit, and I will work on there a couple of months probably. And I will, of course, work on my elephants if I have the time. I will also work on Chickadees and Lilacs and rectify my error there, and I will start a kit, you know, following my kit parade. The idea was that I was going to start more kits, so I will at least start one of them. I don't want to start too many in one go either, because it would overwhelm me. So yeah, so that's for sure. And then the rest, it will either be City Portal or Scarlet, or ideally even both. And the rest, it will be according to the calling. I work entirely on what's calling me, and that's it. Yeah, I don't have rules. I don't put myself any rules, because rules are for work. I'm not. This is a hobby. I do not want to be told, even in my own head. I don't want to be told what to do. I'm like that. You can be sure. I've tried once to spin a wheel, you know, and but it went, oh no. I thought no. I work entirely on what's calling me, and so far it's never failed me. I've never been like that. I don't know what to stitch. No, there's always one project that will call me, and it's the one I will pick it up. The day it doesn't, I'll think of a system, I'm sure, but it hasn't been necessary. So, I haven't told you the total stitches I did this month, and that is 7,767. Yeah, sorry, I've been rambling here, and I haven't told you the facts, but yeah. So a good stitchy month for me. I was surprised because I haven't stitched for many days. I've been very busy, so at least 10 or 12 days I haven't stitched. So those 7,767 is all during for 20, not even 20 days. So yeah, I'm happy. If only I could have stitched every day, I would have had a great result. My aim at the beginning of this year, my aim was to have an average of 300 stitches a day. It's not a lot, you know. Many stitchers do that, easy peasy. But for me, it's a good, I'm not going to say difficult target, it's achievable. And I honestly thought I would be able to do 300 stitches a day, but turns out I can't. But it's more than what I did when I was working. When I was working, I think last year it's the most stitches I did. I only did last year about 66,000 in the year. Not much, you know. So at least this year it will be over that. Yeah, I hope I'll be able to do 100,000, but if it's not 100,000, it doesn't matter. I hope to have a minimum 80,000. Yeah, we'll see. But so far May is not gonna be as busy as April. So I hope I'll be able to reach my 9,000. That would be awesome. I almost did it in January. I 8,900 and something, but yeah, so I can do it. Let's do it. And I've got one day more in May, 31 days, so that would be grand. So this is it, and until next month, I hope you have great stitching times. That you know, as I said, to me, stitching is a bit like a voyage. You go into different worlds. It's great mindfulness. I love it, and I do hope that you enjoy your own mindfulness and your own voyages. And until then, take care and bye bye.